Hey guys, I know I'm lacking with these videos. I've been on holiday, give me a break. This video is going to be called 10 things that I like and dislike about myself. And I'm going to start with my dislikes. Number 1, the nosebleeds I get. Usually comes from me having a good rummage around, picking away at it. Over the last few years I've tried to stop doing that, but every now and then I still have these nosebleeds. What's that all about? Really is annoying. My second dislike is my small hands. Look at how tiny they are compared to my face. No, it doesn't mean I've got a big head, but seriously, they're tiny. How am I supposed to carry stuff with these little things? It's ridiculous. Number 3 is probably something you've already noticed about me. I moan a lot. You have no idea. My friends, my family, my co-workers, they all know. Another thing I don't like about myself is that I'm indecisive. All the time. It could be just something as simple as ordering a pizza. Or I'm driving home from work, I can go 2 ways and I'm always like, oh, which way shall I go? I really do send myself crazy not being able to decide on things. Another one, my hair. It goes wavy. I've mentioned this on videos before, but when it gets longer, it starts doing these like wavy lines. I like my hair straight. Another thing, I wish I was taller. Okay, I'm not that small, but you know what I mean. I'm 5'9", but I feel like I'm shrinking. Hey, come back. I have OCD. Just check out my DVD collection. They're mostly in alphabetical order. It depends on what film it is and whether it's a sequel or not, and whether it's in a series of films, and you get the gist. Number 8. See, I do have OCD. I have ADD. Seriously, sometimes when I'm in a conversation with somebody, my mind actually starts to wander. It doesn't matter how interesting that conversation is, my mind starts to wander. Like sometimes when I'm making a Smegchris review or just Smegchris, and I'm trying to say lines and my mind just suddenly goes off on this tangent and I'm like, what? Number 9, I can lose my temper like that. The less said about that the better. My final dislike is that I can be quite clumsy. Just take a load of this clip that I recorded in Lanzarote in 2007. Wipe me, don't play it. I've got it on film. But that leads me on to my first like. I can laugh at myself. Seriously, anytime that I just trip over something and I don't hurt myself that much, I just start laughing. You should just check out all my outtakes on my videos. All the times that I laugh at myself on them things. My second like is that I'm very strong-willed when I want to be. Like for example, sometimes when I have a sweet and treat diet, I cut all sweets out altogether. And I can go months without not even wanting anything. And sometimes I don't. And then I end up with this. I'm talking about my belly, not... Another thing that I like about myself is that sometimes I could be just wandering about or just stood about or whatever, and a random thought will pop into my head and it'll make me laugh. And there are people around me all looking at me as if to say, what on earth? I don't care. I just love doing it. Because sometimes it could be a video idea or a story or whatever, just pops into my head and I just burst out laughing. Another thing I like about myself, I'm very stubborn. In fact, I'm one of the most stubborn people I've ever met. What? Just take my word for it, I'm very stubborn. Ask any of my friends or my family and they will tell you that I'm a very good listener, when my ADD doesn't kick in. Another like, I've got a very dirty mind. There are times when I'm involved in a conversation and somebody says something completely innocent and in my mind it twists around into something dirty. And then I start laughing and then they just start shaking their head at me like, oh Chris, because they know what I'm like. Another like, apparently I'm very good at buying cars. I've had pretty good deals over the years. One of my favourite likes about myself is that I have impeccable timing. And I don't mean my comedy timing, I mean like say I'm going to meet somebody, I can be there bang on the exact time that I need to be. And the thing is, I don't actually work things out in my head to try and get into that perfect timing, it just happens. I don't know. It's good though. Another like, I'm very adaptable. I'm just like Lego. By adaptable I mean I could be in a situation that's new and uncomfortable and somewhere along the line I can make myself feel comfortable and familiarise myself with the situation. Why am I throwing my hands about like this? They're tiny, look at them! And for my final like, and I think this is number 10, it could be number 11 for all I know. So much for the OCD. Well, I could count it afterwards when I'm editing it. And he's off on a tangent again, thanks to ADD. What was I saying? That's it, I think on my feet. Like for example, this video is not scripted at all. I've got a few notes and that's it. And my notes are on this brand new screensaver I've got for my phone. Look, wonderful. Yeah, I dropped it. and so therefore I'm thinking on my feet. And this comes from when I was a child and I used to lie a lot. I don't anymore, but that has helped develop my brain into thinking whilst I'm talking. Pretty much what I'm doing now. As I'm talking to you, I'm already thinking about what I want to say next. Like for example, a computer sending information to a printer. If you know your computer systems, what it does is it sends it to a buffer, and then that buffer sends it to the printer. And so it sort of filters it through bit by bit, so it's not going to overload that printer. It's kind of like that, I guess. I don't know. But I do know one thing, that when I start getting like this, I start hyper-focusing, and that ADD that I talked about earlier, I don't see it. Usually. And that's my 10 likes and dislikes about myself. I hope you enjoyed the video, somewhat. And if you want to see more of this, you can click that subscribe button. Actually, it's down there, but it says it there, but it's down there. And if you click on that, you can see more videos from me, including some of these that are at the side of me, like Smeg Chris and Smeg Chris Review. And also, if you go to my second channel, which is the other box where it says Vlog, you know, that's where I vlog. And also down there you can click on some links for Facebook and Twitter. And it'll say trailer for some reason. It's because I've just watched Jurassic World trailer and it's in my head and it's causing this ADD thing to kick in. But I'm going off on a tangent. Down there, links to Facebook and Twitter if you wish to follow me on them. I'm going to go now. Until the next time, peace out.